In today's show, we look at BuzzFeed's move to display ads, Amazon's digital ad business, social advertising and conversions, and we speak to Exoclick's head of publishing, Ada Yorka, to discuss Google Chrome's new ad format rules. It's Thursday, the 7th of September, and you're watching The Additive by Exoclick, the show that brings you all things ad tech. Hello and welcome to the show. So let's kick off with news from BuzzFeed, because BuzzFeed has decided to drop its native-only advertising policy and roll out display advertising to run across its homepage, stories pages and mobile apps. Now previously BuzzFeed claimed that banner ads were terrible and focused solely on native advertising via content such as quizzes, videos and articles. And in fact BuzzFeed has been known to be a champion of native advertising. So with this move away from native, the company is hoping to boost its profits. So what's the strategy behind this U-turn? Well, the company explains that programmatic has improved so much in terms of loading times, mobile experience and ad quality, and it opens up another way for them to monetize their huge audience. It also enables them to instantly monetize BuzzFeed launches in new markets without having to wait until building up localized business teams to implement native monetization. However, this transition may not be entirely risk-free. Studies have shown time and time again that consumers actually prefer native ads. Research by Sharethrough IPG Media Labs found that consumers looked at native ads 52% more often than banners. Similarly, research by IHS predicted that native ads would account for the majority of mobile advertising revenue by 2020. So it'll be interesting to see how BuzzFeed fares. Now last year, Amazon made $2.5 billion from digital ads. And according to Morgan Stanley, Amazon's ad business could even grow to $7 billion in revenue by 2020. Now Amazon currently sells three types of advertising products: display ads for products, headline ads and sponsored product listings. Now the e-commerce giant is apparently expanding its media group to include a self-service for ads, which are served to consumers outside of Amazon.com. The tool will be particularly beneficial for agencies or brands. Now Amazon has bolstered its ad platform with simpler tools and easy-to-use bidding functionalities. It will also be launching an app programming interface for sponsored product ads. Now it appears that ultimately Amazon plans to make its advertising available as part of a wider self-service programmatic offering. Indeed, earlier this summer it rolled out Advertiser Audience, which enables brands to match their audiences and build audience segments based on Amazon data. Now, Amazon is well positioned to grow its digital advertising business, and analysts in Wall Street believe that this will be a priority for Amazon right now for overall revenue growth. So here's the big question. Is social advertising driving conversions? Well, an August 2017 survey from Civic Science found that very few US internet users have made a purchase based on ads they saw on social platforms, such as Facebook or Snapchat. In fact, just 1% of respondents say they made a purchase based on a Snapchat ad that they saw, and only 4% said they bought anything based on an Instagram ad. Overall, out of the various social networks mentioned, respondents were more likely to buy something based on a Facebook ad they saw compared with other social networks. But again, social commerce adoption among these respondents was low. For the most part, a large share, 45%, reported they had never purchased anything based on ads they saw from these social media sites. The report suggested that social networks haven't quite cracked the code for social commerce yet, but because consumers aren't very interested in buying something while they're on a social platform. However, a separate study by CPC Strategy found that over 1/4 of US internet users had made a purchase after clicking on an ad they came across on Facebook. Now, the survey also found that those who did click on a Facebook ad were roughly 3.5 times more likely to buy a product than those who didn't. So a couple of conflicting views there. I mean, our advice basically to advertisers is to use a mix of social advertising and also use a reputable ad network and then compare the results. So, the Coalition for Better Ads has set some standards around what they believe to be intrusive ads, and these ads will be blocked by Google's Chrome ad block. So today I'm joined by Ada Yorka, Exoclick's head of publishing, to discuss what impact this could have. Hi Ada, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Giles. It's a pleasure.
So can you tell us a little bit about what they're blocking on desktop?
Yes, so Google mainly will be blocking pop-ups, auto video ads with auto sound, large sticky ads, and countdown interstitials. Basically, they are blocking anything that's affecting user experience, and it's hiding the content from the user.
And what about mobile?
So mobile is stricter. Google will be blocking the same as desktop, but also they will include any banners taking over 30% of the screen and flashy animated ads.
And so how has Exoclick reacted to this news from Google?
Exoclick has been following Google guidelines, so we don't accept any pop-ups in our network for a long time. And since we knew about these new restrictions, we completely rejected flashy animated ads from our platform as well. So from now on, flashy animated ads are not accepted in Exoclick.
So what advice would you give to advertisers? What alternative ad formats would you suggest that they use?
I will strongly suggest them to test pop-unders as an alternative, because they sit behind the content, and it's an alternative option for banners taking over 30% of the screen. I would also suggest them to test native advertising, because native matches the editorial content of the publisher, and at the end the advertiser needs to work on the creative and the content behind the landing page.
And of course it has a much higher CTR.
Exactly, that's a plus.
Well, thank you for your expert advice there, Ada.
Thank you, Giles.
Thank you for joining us. And we've actually updated our guidelines if you visit exoclick.com/guidelines for more information. So September is traditionally showtime after the summer, and Exoclick will be at 3 of them this month. First, we kick off with Webmaster Access in Amsterdam from the 8th to 11th of September. Then we're off to Mexico in Cologne from the 13th and 14th. So please pop by our booth in Hall 7, Aisle A, booth 50 for a chat. And finally, we're touching down in Prague for the European Summit on the 14th to the 17th, where we're a supersized sponsor and we host the event's main party at the Fashion Club on the 15th of September. So to book a meeting at any of these events, please email advertising@exoclick.com. So we hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope it's been very informative for you. Until
Next time.